Patanjali Yoga Shastra gives Ishvara Pranidhana as one of the techniques for self-realization, to empty the mind, for the purification of the mind. Ishvara Pranidhana Dva. And again here Va means R. Here Patanjali, great scientist, he is giving us an alternative, one of the alternatives. First he says Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga means emptying the mind is yoga. Chitta Vritti, stopping all the functional modulations of chitta is yoga. Means the mind is constantly engaging in some activity or the other and constantly reacting to the situations. And every reaction that is coming out of the mind is the reaction from the memory the mind is keeping, and from the memory bank the things are coming out. So any reaction that comes out of the memory is not a realistic response. It is based on the dead information. Memory is dead. It is not there. And most of the time the reaction starts and reaction comes out of the dead information. The information which is dead and gone, it is not there. So 99% our reactions are from the past, from that which is not there. If you look at it, only the present is there, now is there. Past is not there, future yet to come. The past and the future, they have joined together, and the past and the future, they are reacting. The experiences, the impressions, and whatever the mind has stored, from there the reactions are coming out. We have been discussing this since years, right? So here Patanjali starts with a note that Artha means, can the journey start with now? Now means the space where we have the unconditional dimension. Space of unconditional dimension. Past is a conditioned dimension. We have already designed, we have already constructed, we have already created it. Memory means the past. Past means already created, already happened. Chitta means the past participle of chit. Chit means consciousness. Consciousness is always in the space of now. When this consciousness, when it goes through an experience, that experience gets registered automatically in the memory bank, and that becomes chitta. Chit becomes chitta. Consciousness becomes memory. Please understand the beauty of it. When it becomes memory, then the consciousness is not there, the memory is there, and the memory becomes a conditioned, dead, lifeless, wisdomless, blind energy. Try to understand this. It's a very interesting dimension to go on to the Pranidhana. So the mind operates always through past, and the past is constantly creating the future. And it is operating through that future also. If you look at it, past is there, means the memory that is there, and the future, the extension of past that is there, but the present now is not there, it is missing. So in the space of now, the wisdom can work. If we are gripped by the memory, the wisdom does not work, wisdom cannot work. That's why we become sentimental, we become emotional, we become illogical. So sentimental, emotional, illogical, they bring about vitarka, illogical attitude. That's why most of the time in our relationships, it is an illogical attitude. Vitarka himsadayaha. So this vitarka, this illogic, brings about the violence in me, in relationship, in everything. So the past is illogical and the past is conditional, and the past has to work according to the condition which is already created and happened. Now the Patanjali is asking us, is it possible for us to free the consciousness from these two, the past and the future? It means art of looking. Yesterday we were saying this, art of looking. Is there freedom in my perception? Is the challenge. Is the real sadhana every sadhaka has to understand. This is the real sadhana. Real sadhana means freedom from the past, freedom from the created future. Created future. The mind has created that. And the mind is nothing but the dead past and the imagined future. That is mind. That's why all our Shastras, Rishis, they have been constantly suggesting no mind is the positive sign. Try to erase the mind. Mind is a block at one level. Mind is an impediment because the mind is nothing but all the impressions, habits, all are stored and they are reacting. The self is not reacting. So what is yoga? Yoga means shifting from reaction to response. So reaction means it's a blind reaction. Incident is taking place and blindly it reacts to that incident. Here Patanjali is saying yoga means chitta vritti nirodha. The consciousness, the intelligence is heavily bounded by this past. Can the consciousness, is it possible for a sadhaka to free the consciousness from this bondage? So freedom from the bondage is yoga. Freedom from the bondage is yoga. Please understand this. When you free yourself from the bondage, then your consciousness is in touch with the eternity. When it is in touch with the eternity, the space of now, there consciousness can see hundreds of possibilities to relate, to respond. Please see the beauty of it. Please understand the beauty of it.